I want to say that things are a lot cleaner.
Than you expect.
Than I expected, or just compared to America. The MRT compared to the American subway in a lot of cities is so much cleaner, so much nicer. And just I think the attention to cleanliness and making sure, like in stores you go to, especially retail, I noticed is very attentive, where in the U.S. maybe not so much. And that was something I appreciate. I think it's very nice.
Thanks so much for your time again. Can you briefly introduce yourself to the audience?
Sure. My name is Brandon. I just arrived in Taiwan from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm here to teach English. Really excited to come here and practice my English, or my Chinese, sorry. Eat a lot of good food. And it's been really fun so far, so yeah.
Why did you choose Taiwan to teach English? So is anyone influence you, or you have a friend here?
Yeah, I have a friend living here right now, another friend who used to live here, and I definitely just wanted a place to come practice my Chinese, and I was not so, a little iffy on mainland China, definitely not the move.
I guess it's not the first time to Taipei, right?
First time.
Oh, it's first time. Mm-hmm. So your first time, and then you decide to come to teach English. Yeah. Well, that's a big move.
Yeah, I just graduated college, and I was kind of trying to figure out what to do. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go somewhere else.
I mean, English teacher is a good option to live in Taiwan.
For sure. Taiwan, really, a lot of places, English is a big language that a lot of people are trying to learn. So there's a lot of opportunities across the world. But yeah. Especially in Taipei or Taiwan.
Is it easy to get an English teacher job in Taiwan? I mean, just briefly to talk,
my experience getting a job in Taiwan, I found a recruiting agency, Reach to Teach, and that really made the process really easy. I had an agent who kind of just helped me out. She interviewed, and then she helped me find jobs and connected me with schools. So it was really actually kind of easy. The process only took a couple of weeks, I feel like. And then, to get the job, the process only took a couple of weeks. So yeah, not too hard, not too bad.
So you everything do online?
Everything was online, yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, just from the States. I just interviewed on Zoom or Skype. So yeah, very, very, very efficient.
Can you share your perspective about like maybe good part or like bad part in Taiwan? Because the first time, right?
Yeah, first time.
So I think it's definitely different.
Yeah, very different. I want to say that things are a lot cleaner.
Than you expect.
Than I expected, or just compared to America. The MRT compared to the American subway in a lot of cities is so much cleaner, so much nicer. And just I think the attention to cleanliness and making sure, like in stores you go to, especially retail, I noticed is very attentive, where in the U.S. maybe not so much. And that was something I appreciate. I think it's very nice. So I'm from Cleveland, which is not so big of a city. So one thing I guess that's pretty new for me is kind of the density, especially in Taipei, New Taipei. It's a lot of people crammed together in a small space, and a lot of high rises. Like I'm kind of from suburbs of Cleveland too. So I'm used to, you get your own little plot. You have a front yard, maybe you have a backyard. So it's very different in that sense. But even in the city, it feels pretty tight, pretty dense. But I enjoy that too, so it's not a bad thing.
Do you want to practice your Mandarin for a little bit?
Okay. I hope I don't embarrass myself though. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So 你的中文学多久了？
学差不多10年多。
10年。
是啊。
哦，所以你是从国中还是高中就开始学的吗？
都在学。
学校都有学。哦，那你一开始是怎么对中文有兴趣的？
哎呀，请你说慢一点，对不起。
OK， 说你一开始学中文的动力是什么？
动力是什么意思
？motivation。
因为我是半个中国人。
Oh, really?
我的爸爸和奶奶从香港来到美国。
哦，
所以他们 forced 我学习中文，所以我没有办法应该学习中文，但是我很喜欢是很美丽的谚语。
哦，美丽语言。哦，那所以你爸爸是香港人？
爸爸妈妈是 white person 白人。
哦，是美国人。
美国人。
哦，那你会讲广东话吗？
没想，不会，可以点菜。
So can you talk about a little bit about your childhood, like a memory? Do you have like good or bad experience as a half?
As a halfie?
Yeah. So do you mind? Because I think it's very interesting. Yeah.
I mean, I gotta say, my dad came when he was pretty young, so he was raised. He grew up pretty much like an American, not a huge amount of Chinese tradition influence on my life. We obviously went out, we celebrated some of the holidays, ate a lot of Chinese food, and my grandma was a big part of my life later on. But I mean, I think it's very valuable to have that kind of multiracial experience, being able to see another culture. I think is something that a lot of people don't have, growing up at least, and it really, I think for a lot of people it makes it, they're just not as open-minded, and not to say that you can't be, but I think it is harder.